Tier list from a top 500 player with over 300 hours. Adam Warlock. I think Adam is B. And I think Adam is B because he's more annoying than he is good. And the only thing he really gets value from is his massive team res. He got nerfed from beta though, so his link is like super easy to kill through now. Super easy to kill through now. Like it used to make you like functionally immortal, and now it's just like it's got a 250 HP harsh limit. Even with link up and even with Adam double tapping himself twice with the heals, he's super easy to kill. He's got no mobility, so he just falls over if he gets dove. Whenever you have your passive up, you can just like go and res yourself somewhere and then pop your ult. But it's like, dude, a good player is gonna know whenever they see you like skulking around a corner that you're gonna go res yourself and then you're gonna pop ult. You know what I mean? Also, everyone reses at 100 HP or something ridiculous. Like it's just not good. You guys are gonna hate this. I think Jeff is a quick play demon. His ult can be good for capture points and stuff like that, forcing C9s. But versus good players, bro, you're getting like maximum 2 people. And that's if you're lucky. The biggest thing, bro, for Jeff, you cannot heal while you're ulting. So you have a choice to make. It's either spit people out immediately or like hope there's a cliff nearby where you can spit people off. Dive off the map yourself with the people in your mouth. And then you're down a healer. Plus, if you only get one person, man, you either have to spit them out immediately and go back to healing, but now you're out of position, so you have to just like go underwater and run around, or they just dive your team while they have one support and kill your team. I don't know. I don't think he's good. He's also tremendously easy to one shot. Jeff is shaped like a circle, bro. And if he's diving in and out of the ground and popping bubbles on himself and stuff like that, he's also not healing his team. Teammates that you swallow heal very fast. True, but it's like when comparing Jeff to like Luna or Mantis, having to go into this whole weird animation and then swallow your team, which also takes them off point, and then healing them up, it's just like the value is so, you know, so drastically different. Mantis, right up in S tier. She is insanely survivable. She buffs her own damage and buffs her entire team's damage whenever she wants. Constantly outside of one-shot range due to her own self-healing properties. So like you're constantly getting shields and being above like a one-shot, like any one-shot ult for the most part. Her sleep is amazing. I swear to God, no one knows that you can break her sleep as well. No one knows you can break her sleep. Whenever you sleep someone, it's like a death sentence immediately. It's easy to refill her charges in most matchups, like especially versus like Loki or something, bro. If you headshot a Loki clone, that counts as refilling a charge. So super easy. So whenever the Mantis has that pink version of herself, like sleeping the person with magic, you can shoot the clone and it'll wake the person up. Her speed's crazy. Yeah, her speed also, the normal movement speed in the game is like 6. When Mantis is full HP, she's at like 9. Mantis can Tokyo drift around a corner and 2-shot you, bro. It's ridiculous. She does like hella damage whenever she's buffed. It's crazy, and you should be buffing yourself often on that character. Luna is right up there in S. I think Mantis goes above Luna, but Luna gets banned often. Like Luna gets banned in many games purely because of how annoying she is, bro. If you press Q on Luna, you have 12 seconds of invincibility. You have 12 seconds of invincibility, and no one can do anything about it. Like. You die so rarely in your ult, your team dies so rarely in your ult. Whenever you start winning a fight, you can feather it to DPS boost instead of heal, and then you can just roll them on the offense. Like, it's just, her ult lasts way too long. She's got a really reliable stun with Snowball. She got buff damage on her clapping. Whenever she's clapping, it's doing like 60 per burst. So you can stun someone and convert to a kill off that. Super easy. Oh, you guys are gonna hate this, chat. I actually think Loki's like, I don't know if I'd put him in C. I feel like Loki is just hard to play for a lot of people. Yes, you get lamp value. Yes, he has crazy burst stealing when he's got all his clones up. Decoys are easily broken versus good players. Loki does like enable some unique copy comps, like copying Storm and Storm ulting once, getting a Luna Mantis ult out of the way, blah blah blah, and then you just Loki copy and Storm ult again. So I don't know. I think that I think Loki can be alright. I think outside of these top 3, which speaking of the third in the top 3, where are they? I actually think these are the best 3 supports in the game, and I don't know how that's going to change. I don't know that they could release a new character that does more than these 3 characters right now. Luna, like, Cloak and Dagger, her ultimate is one of the most potent healing sources in the game. Even if you, like, especially if you stack it. Even if you don't stack it, it's still good. The problem is, no one knows what the carpet does right now, and people, like, run away from it actively, even in GM lobbies. I've had people run away from the carpet. So whenever you're spreading your carpet out, if you stack it over itself 3 times, no one that's standing there is going to die. It doesn't last nearly as long as Mantis or Luna ult, it doesn't feel like, and it fades pretty quick, but it's super strong. The damage is like negligible. You don't really care about the damage, but she can also amplify healing received by her teammates and inflict vulnerability on others. So like whenever you get the dark square or the light square, that boosts the respective qualities of those. Maybe A tier instead, you think? I think you can make an argument for high A tier, but I think S tier, just like, especially Luna and Mantis, one of these characters gets banned every other game, which gives her more value just inherently. Again, this is like top 500 lobbies only. You know what I mean? I think Rocket is like top of B tier, chat. And I think that he's only top of B tier because he gets boosted value from Punisher and Bucky. I think when he's teamed up with Punisher or Bucky, he gets way more value than normal. Otherwise, I think Rocket's kind of like C tier. He's super boring to play. He's got decent survivability, and he's got good dashes, especially if you do the wall tech, like climbing and then dash. But you really just play him for the boost for Punisher, that's it. All you do on Rocket's boring. You just hold right click the entire game. Why is he higher than Adam? Because Adam dies so easily, man. Rocket has mobility. Actually, chat, I'm gonna be real. I think that's the supports. Alright, we'll start with Hulk then. I think Hulk is... I think in a coordinated team, Hulk is A, but I think the average Hulk is probably B. I think that if you're playing with a good Hulk, I think that Hulk can be really good, but it's like good Hulks are good, bad Hulks are bad. It's just like Spider-Man. I think he gets blown up extremely easy when his ult's on cooldown. If you have your ult, you're invincible, but if you don't have your ult, you just get melted and turn into a human again. Hulk, like Hawk Tua, someone ban this man. Well, easy. Doctor Strange. Best tank in the game, best solo tank in the game. Game-winning ult, crazy burst damage. You can whip people for 10 charge. If you whip multiple people, it's 10 for every single person you hit. That's my boy Strange. Strange is just insane, bro. Best tank in the game. Portals are strong, give your team tons of new options, not only on offense, but like final touching points that would have been otherwise lost immediately without him. He gets banned as well, pretty often. Venom. I think Venom, chat. I think Venom is top of B tier, and I'll tell you why. Venom is so easy to kill, man. And if you're not playing like just some hyper aggressive, like if you don't have like a good Spider-Man or something diving with you, if you don't have other dive characters with you, I think Venom just immediately gets shit on every single time. He got nerfed since the beta. He'll dive, he'll pop his right click. If he doesn't get his shield off in time, he just gets melted. And even if he does get his shield off, he gets CC'd and then he gets melted. I don't know. He can be super good, and I think he's a pub stompy character, but man, he gets shit on so hard. Versus good players, I feel like you get stunned half the time that you dive the back line, and even then it's just like your damage isn't what it used to be. Okay, Thor, chat. My opinion on Thor completely changed actually over the past couple days. I thought Thor was like S tier. I actually think I can't even queue with Mace, bro. He's like rank 1 right now. I think Thor's like bottom of A. I think Thor can be good, but if you're out of position for even a second, or you overextend for even a second, you just get melted like a penny. It's crazy. He can do a lot of damage. Amazing team revives as Hela is not banned. If you have Hela, Thor gets more value. Good maneuverability on a short cooldown. That's nice. And it also heals himself. And you can pop your 3-charge hammer ability on someone and just like one-shot him. But I just feel like if you're caught out for even a second, bro, Thor just falls over. And his ult's also kind of bad. Shared cooldowns are so meh. Can't dash out when you need it. I feel like you should just never use your hammer click unless someone's running away and you're in a 1v1 or something. Like if someone's running away with like 50 HP, just tap him in the back with it. But other than that, never press that button ever. But like not only is the knockback so potent, it's just like the moving around is so much better, man. Captain America, chat. It's gonna be a hot take. I think Cap is actually just horrible. I have seen maybe 2 good Captain America players, and both of the times I was like, this is a bigger than usual mosquito. I feel like his team up with Thor is decent, but if you're playing Thor and Cap, you're sacrificing Strange, Magneto, etc. Even with the team up, if you're playing Cap, you're running around to the backline and doing some stupid shit the entire game. And then Cap is just like leaving Thor to fall over on frontline. He's like a fly that buzzes around you and is slightly annoying, but he does no damage. Like I swear I had a Luna slapping me with water, and that was doing more damage than Captain America bouncing a vibranium shield off my head. Penny. Chat, you guys are gonna disagree with this one hardcore. I think that Penny is so fucking bad right now, and I think that she's boosted so much by people not knowing how to play against Penny. See, I'm so serious. I think if Penny doesn't get any changes or anything, in like 3 months, people are gonna hate this character. I think she's gonna be bottom of the barrel, gets farmed so often. It's even worse than Thor because she doesn't heal herself when she's moving. You can zip around really quick, but dude, when Penny doesn't have Nest up, she doesn't have her passive healing. She's just walking in and getting melted. Anyone that's looking at her from 2 different angles, like she's getting melted from both angles. She has no shield. If people are aware and they break her nest constantly, she just has half of her kit gone. She's an alt battery. That's it. Everyone's saying this and everyone's right about it. Like if you're shooting Penny, bro, as the DPS, as a Psylocke or something, you have your ult in like 10 seconds. It's so much value for the enemy team. And even though you're getting support value on your team, like them healing her and stuff, like it's just, I don't know. I feel like she just falls over half the time. Every single time I see a Penny on the enemy team, I'm happy about it. She's already being countered heavily by players and it's been like a week. I think there's some good Penny 1 tricks, but again, you can just ban their Penny in ranked and then she just, it's like no value. Groot, you guys are saying Groot? I think Groot is actually, I'm going to say A. I'm torn between bottom of A and top of B. I think Groot he has the same problem as Penny, where he's just like an alt battery for the enemy team. And if people are just burning walls constantly, bro, your walls are up for like 1 second, and then they're burned, and then you're getting melted. And yeah, you can wall people off. You can be really aggressive with your walls. You can wall people off. If it's not Strange, you're gonna need a kill from it. You can convert off that. You can get really high pressure, but it's just like he's hard to play well, and I feel like a lot of people don't play him well. He's got an amazing ult though. The ult's incredible. Yeah. To recap, I think Groot's decent, but Groot is just like, again, I think hard to play well, and a lot of people aren't playing him well. Magneto. Chat, I'm gonna be real. I think Magneto is the second best tank in the game, and Magneto and Strange feels like Ryan and Zarya. It's like bread and butter. It's like peanut butter and jelly. It's so good. It's so much fun. That is the best 2-2-2 comp in the game currently, I think, is Strange and Magneto, and I have so much fun with it. Magneto he's got knockback that on the right, it can deny ultimates. Like if a Strange is coming into ult, you can right click him and knock him back. His ult will still go off. It's not a hard stun, but it will knock him back and prevent him from stunning your team. The bubble grants a ton of survivability. That's honestly, that's Magneto's biggest thing, even more than Strange, I feel like. Magneto just survives forever. You never, ever, ever kill a good Magneto player. You can feather your shield so you get more value out of it. You don't have to just hold it for 3 seconds and let it expire. Like, a lot of people don't know that. Great counter ult. You can instantly charge it and kill squishies with good aim. Like Punisher, if Punisher's ulting, if you pop that ult for like half a second and then slam it on Punisher's head, Punisher's gonna fall over, bro. Hela is S tier, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Hela is actually Hela tier. She's like 2 tiers above S tier because she is just either banned every game or ruining every game. I don't know if they can nerf this character enough to make her fun to play against because she just has such a potent kit. She's banned every game in ranked, and if she's not banned, she runs the lobby immediately. She has unbelievable damage across the map. Crazy, very, very little damage fall off. She's got a one-shot combo. She has a stun on her kit. Crazy headshot damage. She's got self-peel. She has immunity on her escape, which is her fucking bird. Like, you can't touch her when she's in bird form. And she can turn around out of bird form, one-shot combo you with her stun and her headshot, and you just don't get to play the game. The powerful team-ups with Thor and Loki when she gets killed instantly reses both those characters. Ridiculous. There's not even like a sound cue for it. Thor's just suddenly smacking your ass behind you. She's got an AC 130 as an ult. Like, if that dog, Hela could have no ult and she would still be one of the best characters in the game. She doesn't die even if her ult dies. Some other characters, whenever they ult, they just fall over if they get killed in the ult. Hela just comes back to the ground and gets to one-shot you some more. She always has multiple lives if you're playing her properly. Like that's not even remotely a joke. If you're a good Hela player, you have like 9 lives. Hawkeye, I feel like, is in a similar boat. I'm gonna be honest though. Hela is definitely above Hawkeye. I know some people are gonna fight me on that, but I think Hawkeye's just also unfun. Ridiculously unfun. Across the map one-shots, it's always gonna have value. You can accidentally one-shot someone, that's always gonna have value. He's also banned like every game in ranked. His ult's completely busted, allows you to miss and still be rewarded, which is just like the worst thing in an FPS game or the worst thing in a shooter game in general. It rewards you for not playing the game, standing. How many times have you guys spectated to Hawkeye? And he's got his bow charged to full, and he's just like slow walking around a corner. He's playing the game at like 0.5 speed, and I hate to see that. I hate to see that get rewarded because it's so boring, man. Self-peel with knockback slash, it's decent. Like, he doesn't have the best survivability, but that's decent survivability. Someone, like, you can convert to a kill off that pretty easily. You guys are gonna absolutely hate this, bro. I'm gonna get torn up on TikTok for this. And someone right now, someone's hopes are up in the sky, and I'm gonna bring them right back down to earth. I think Wanda is terrible. I think Wanda is a quick play demon. I think Wanda gets deleted constantly, man. Constantly. Half of the tanks in the game outrange Wanda's damage. She is only good in quick play, and even with the Magneto team up, man, Magneto team up got nerfed so hard. Magneto and Scarlet, that team up used to make Magneto one of the best DPSs in the entire game for like 15 seconds. I agree. If you don't have the bubble, she's never getting an ult the entire game. I have meleeed Scarlet Witches to death in ranked, in like diamond GM lobbies. Her ult never goes off, even if you're pocketed, it never goes off. If it goes off, you get like 1, maybe 2 kills. You do not see like 6-man Twitter clips in GM lobbies. It just doesn't happen. I don't know. I know she runs low elo lobbies like a bus driver, but it just does not happen in any time above like plat. Iron Man. I think this one's gonna be kind of weird for people too. I think Iron Man is actually bottom of A. Well, no, I'm gonna say top of B, chat. I'm gonna say top of B. And I don't think Iron Man's bad. I just think that he's got like 9,000 counters in the game. I think that even if you're a good Iron Man player, you can maybe make an argument for A. That's with targeted bans on the enemy team. So there's no Hela, there's no Hawkeye, maybe there's no Punisher even. Even with that, if you're not a good Iron Man player, he is just going to get deleted out of the sky. He's got good damage with his Hulk team up, but like only with Hulk team up, man. Outside of that, the poke is like inconsequential a lot of the time. Unibeam does a lot. The chest beam does a lot of damage, but that's mostly with Hulk team up and with his empowered state. Flying characters in this game feel clunky. They feel weird. Like, I don't think that it's a bad flying system. I just feel like it could have been smoother, like the Iron Man video games or something, you know, that type of shit. That could have been cool. Decent corner jiggling poke and laser shred when he's enhanced. That's, you know, it's always nice, but I don't know. And his ult can be cool. You'll get like the occasional 3-man ult, but versus like teams that are aware, man, if they don't see Iron Man for a few seconds, they're going to turn around and look behind them. And even if you're flanking and someone turns around and sees you and they turn and burn you, I don't know. Especially with some of these strong hit scan characters, it's just, I don't know. Spider-Man. Oh boy, I'm going to get torn apart. I really don't know the placement for this one. I think maybe... Actually, you know what? Since we're going top 500 lobbies, I'll put A tier. But again, Necros is a good Spider-Man. The average top 500 player is not playing Spider-Man like he is. And even if he was, Necros gets shit on sometimes too, bro. That guy's a god tier Spider-Man player. And he will still get stun comboed by Hela. He will still get one shot by Namor. It's so hard to get value with that character. And even if you are gonna, like, I feel like as more dive characters get added, right, like maybe another web slinger gets added, Spider-Man's gonna get more and more value. I think people aren't playing Spider-Man well right now. I think Necros is genuinely one of the only good players that plays him. That's another thing too, man. Spider-Man, you get so little value on him compared to how easy it is to play anyone else in the game. If you're playing Punisher, it's literally just, again, point and click adventure game, man. You're just tracking people. You don't even need to click. You just hold your mouse down. He's got 0 recoil. So much more value accidentally on Punisher aiming down a hallway than you get on Spider-Man playing well. I think Namor is sleeper OP, bro. I'm gonna be real. I think this character is being slept on so heavily, he's going at the top of A. I wouldn't say S tier, but I think Namor gets so much value, especially into dive teams. Like, if you're getting dove on the backline, oh my god, bro. Like, it's fucking it's genuinely, you drop 2 turrets on the ground, you accidentally headshot someone, and that person dies. If you headshot someone on Namor, his turrets start shooting faster, and also if you right-click headshot someone, they're immediately hit for like 160, 170, something ridiculous, and then your turrets are shooting twice as fast at the person that you headshot. So those turrets are going to melt that person, usually before they can even get out or around a corner. Add to that, he's got immortality in a bubble that he can be healed through, and he's got a really good combo ult. Like, his ult on his own can set himself up to one-shot 2 or 3 people. With something like Groot ult, man, you can Groot ult the entire enemy team, or Strange ult the entire enemy team, and then drop a Namor whale on top of them, wipe the entire team. It's so strong. I tell all my console buddies to play Namor, but they just think because they never see him, he's bad. No, that's the thing. He's so slept on, man. If it wasn't for these 2 fucking rats, dude, up here, I think Namor, you can make an argument, dude. You could genuinely make an argument. There are some insane one-tricks on Namor that only play that character, and they roll every fucking lobby. Every lobby. With bans, again, these characters are banned every fucking game. They shouldn't even be on the tier list because they're just not even in the game most of the time. I think Punisher is below Namor, but I would also put him in A tier. He's strong. There's nothing else to say about it, bro. He's just a strong pick. When your other main is banned, Punisher's always still going to be there. Rarely do you ban a Punisher unless you think the enemy team has a cheater or something like that. He's got hit scan. It's just immediate value. Most people can track very well in top 500. Shotgun, even dude, his shotgun, even after being heavily nerfed from beta and alpha to this, like, his shotgun used to be able to one-shot a 300 HP target to the head. One shot, one tap, gone, deleted, wiped off the map. Now it's not nearly as strong, but it's still strong. It's still good, still does great chunk damage, especially with Rocket team up. Again, you're just going to be bop, 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 just rolling someone's health. His ult, I'm going to be real, it feels like Punisher's ult got nerfed a little bit without being in the patch notes. And I don't know if that's the case or not, but I feel like Punisher ult is still one of those ults that just guarantees if you don't die within the first second or 2, you're getting like 2 or 3 kills every single time you pop it. And his turret too. No one talks about his turret. You're right. Yeah, no one talks about his turret at all. The turret is ridiculous. You can CC immune yourself from ults. You can just pepper down a hallway. If you win a fight on Punisher and then set up on top of a building, like there's that one point. What's the point? It's Wakanda. It's the Wakanda City map. You can get up on top of the roof and break the roof and sit on top there with your turret and aim directly into their spawn room. Like, it's crazy the stuff you can do with this turret. And you get so much front-facing blocking damage too, where they just cannot face you while you're just shooting the entire time. Yeah, I don't know. I just think Punisher is just the definition of an A-tier character. Like, he's not bad. He's not insane. He's just, you know. Where is Winter Soldier? Winter Soldier. I think that if these 2 characters weren't in the game, like, they're banned every game anyway. I think Bucky is ridiculous. I think Bucky genuinely needs looking at. Again, bro. Like, you guys have seen the clips. You guys have seen the things you can do. You can Roadhog hook multiple people, chat. You can Roadhog hook 3 people into your team and then punch them farther back into your team. I don't know what was going on in the planning room for this dude. But not only that, when you hook someone, you reload, so you get a guaranteed headshot on them when you pull them in. Pull someone, headshot, punch, headshot, dead. Every single time. You can kidnap tanks better than Wolverine can. You just, it's ridiculous. And you put Hawkeye? Yeah, Hulk needs a breather. Here you go. Alright, he got some air. There we go. He's got an execute on an ult that can be used in an infinite amount of times, theoretically. When Strange is banned, because Strange is banned in like half of these games for like top 500 lobbies, Strange gets banned all the time, you immediately get more value on Bucky because nothing's blocking your fucking ult. If you hit Strange's ult, you don't get to go again, right? But if Strange isn't in the game, if you hit something and mark it, your team's gonna turn and burn that, or you're just gonna kill it yourself with your one-shot combo. It's ridiculous, and then you get to ult again. And if you hit more than one person, bro, you ult, and then ult on top of the people you just ulted. Like, it's a chain of nonsense that he's ridiculous. Magik is A tier as well. I would say that for the average person, probably a little bit below. A good Magik player will constantly be on you, hard to shake off, getting immunity from portals, getting shields from damage, and that's just all by herself without even factoring in her team. If you factor in a good player playing Magik with other characters also harassing your strategist, and you have a lot of value on that, man. Like, she is so annoying. Holy cow. If you play against a Magik one trick in top 500, like, she is going to survive the entire time. And if she's going to die, she's going to make you die for it. I think Magik is so underrated, and I think that she gets so much more value now that people are learning how to play her. Plus, her combo can basically one-shot a 250 HP person. I don't even like thinking about the one-shot combo because most people don't do it correctly. And she can also get out of most situations a lot. This one, you guys are going to hate on this, chat. I'm going to do 2 at once. You ready for this 2 at once? The 2-on-1 combo? Black Panther S, Iron Fist C. I'll put Iron Fist top of C, because I think that the average person is not playing Iron Fist very well. Top 500 Panthers never miss a reset, bro. If you are playing a Panther in top 500 lobbies, top 250 lobbies, whatever, they are getting 6 dashes minimum every single time they dash on someone. It's dash in, dash out, dash in, dash out. Someone dies, they get a reset, they dash in, kill another person, they do their spin kick, they get another dash off that, they ult, 3 people are dead. You haven't even seen Black Panther for 1 frame normally. Like, it's crazy. You get so much value. He's impossible to track while he's dash resetting all those times in a fight. He's got verticality off of his dashes. He can go over a ledge, dash back up, dash through you again. Like, just, oh, bro. Does insane damage. Amazing 1v1 potential. He's easy to hit and run with. You can dive a support in the backline, then get out. You can wall run. This ranked list is for top 500 lobbies only, where there's bans and stuff like that. So, like, whatever is... Again, these 2 characters are banned every single game. These 2 characters are banned like every other game. Strange gets banned like every other game. And outside of these, like, these top 4, I think that the rest of them are just like situational bans, targeted bans, stuff like that. Iron Fist, chat. I think Iron Fist is a lobby ruiner in low ranks. I think that he is terrible in high ranks. I have seen exactly 2 good Iron Fist players in the entire grind to GM. Actually, you know what? I saw 1 the entire time, and that's because our team got absolutely stomped. I've seen 1 good Iron Fist player in 60 hours of this game. And that was a dude who got his main ban, so he swapped Iron Fist, and again, our team kind of got rolled that game, so I don't even know if that's, like, you know, the normal value. Normally, he's outclassed by every other melee unit in the game. He's stunned once and then immediately dead. Every single time, bro. You see Iron Fist int on you, you stun him, he dies. He falls over. Star-Lord, I think, is bottom... Well, I'm gonna put Star-Lord above Spider-Man for sure. I'm gonna do this. I think people play Star-Lord better than they do Magik. I think that Star-Lord is just, again, a replacement DPS. When your top character gets banned, I think you play Star-Lord. You know, if you have good tracking, he gets crazy good value. He's a decent fallback option whenever a ban goes through that you don't want. Not a lot to say, but he also struggles with, like, fall-off damage. Farms poke damage for his ult all game, then when he gets ult... If you get your ult off, chat, it's usually a decent ult. You usually get 1 or 2 picks with it, in my experience anyway. Sometimes you'll get lucky, you'll get up to like 4, you kill someone early that you shouldn't have gotten value on, and then you get to wipe their entire team with it. I just think he's like, again, he's like Sky Tracer, he's like a default DPS character. He's just decent. Black Widow, chat. Do I even need to talk on that one? Do we even need to go over her? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put her above Wanda. I think that she gets value out of the Hawkeye team up. Justice for Wanda? I'm sorry, bro. Dog, I would take Black Widow into a Wanda all day. You can 2-tap Wanda before she gets within melee range of you, man. It's crazy. And that's before any buffs, by the way. Like I think Black Widow is teetering on the edge of usefulness, where if she gets damage boosted or something, man, if there's a character that comes out that has a Mercy Beam, it's so over for this game. There's going to be Hawkeye one-shotting you, Black Widow one-shotting you with a Mercy standing still, just AFK. You can't one-shot someone. She falls over if you get dove. Your CC's terrible. You have that, like, spin kick, like, roping them in combo. It's awful. It does nothing. Like, the batons are useless. Terrible character. Terrible. She's fun. She's cool. Quick play. Again, like, I think low rank lobbies, if you're playing Widow, you're kind of trolling because you could just play Hawkeye. He's not banned anyway. I think that she can be super oppressive in low rank lobbies probably, but it's just, I don't know. I think Moon Knight is, like, up here. I'm gonna put him situationally right here. And I think the reason for that is he's extremely strong versus group teams, and you get more... I swear to God, this is like one of the only characters in the game that you get more value versus more experienced players. I think that Moon Knight gets very little value in low-ranked lobbies because no one knows what the hell they're doing. They're running around like headless chickens. I agree, his mobility's bad. He dies really easily. He's got clunky movement, even with like the tech where you shoot straight at the ground and then launch yourself up in the air. Even then, he's got like a super slow Batman wings. It's not even worth gliding. Like, you should just let yourself fall. You can get your ult every single fight, but the ult isn't very strong. Like, the ult kind of sucks outside of like if someone's stunned on the ground or asleep or something, you can drop your ult on them. It lasts like 2 seconds. It does like 2 damage if you're, if you get hit by 1 time, then walk out. Moon Knight is like so powerful into Groot and Rocket, or Groot and Jeff on the back, because it counts as 2 characters, if you guys didn't know that. It'll bounce back and forth between Groot and the person who's riding on top of him, so Groot can't just like forcefully grab Jeff and chuck him off of his back. So if the players aren't aware of that, you're ricocheting back and forth just between them like a pinball machine, bro. It's crazy. You build so much ult. It's good into Loki as well. If people are playing Loki, you can just like one-shot the decoy clones. It'll bounce back and forth. I'm gonna be real. I think Storm is... I think B tier right now, just because people don't play her very well. I think that Storm gets very little value, but I'm also very worried for the future of this character, bro. I think that if more flying characters come to the game, I can see a future where we have 4 flying DPS characters on a team, and Storm is on speed boost the entire time. I think that it would be terrifying, absolutely terrifying, to have 4 characters that are flying, 2 of them are DPS, 2 of them are supports, and you just have Storm speed boosting the entire team. I am so worried about that eventual future where that happens, because I think that's going to be terrifying to deal with. It'd be like having 4 Pharaoh Mercies on the enemy team. She's clunky, her kit doesn't make sense with itself. You want to be close to people, but also back with your team at the same time to do the damage boost, like that's lightning boosting people. It's a weird kit. Historically, you could get a lot of value with Storm by double tornado ulting the enemy team. Like if you Loki copied her and then ulted with the tornado, and then you got all their cooldowns out of their support players, and then you ulted again with your tornado and just wiped the enemy team. There was a team that did that in tournaments early on. She enables a really weird comp that most of you guys will never see, which is Captain America, Thor, Strange, Storm, Luna, and Mantis. That's like GOATs basically for this game. But again, you will never see that in the average lobby. It doesn't get played outside of like super high level, like, team versus team games. Squirrel Girl. I'm gonna put her like... I think that she has a extremely reliable one-shot combo, bro. Like, ridiculous. If you are a good Junkrat player, I haven't seen any good Junkrat players on this character yet. The stun is ridiculous. It traps you for like 3 seconds. And if she's not reloading, you're dead every single time. She has a reset on it if she misses. So she can miss her stun, reset, and immediately stun you again and hit it this time and then one-shot you. A reset on her jump as well. So you can just jump up in the air and then hit your reset and jump again. Her ult kind of sucks, but again, if you throw the ult down like a hallway or something, it can get some good value. I don't know, I think she's underrated actually. I mean, her ult's terrible, but like super reliable CC, really annoying CC. Damage around corners is super strong. Again, guys, this is a top 500 tier list only. This is not the quick play lobbies. This is not, this is not like the average game. This is the best players in the game playing against each other. Considering hero bans partially as well. If you're above Diamond, there's 4 bans per lobby. So a lot of these top S tier characters are going to be banned. Every other lobby, every lobby, etc. These 2 characters get banned every fucking game, man. Psylocke, my baby girl. My love, my love, my love. I love this character so much, and I'm going to be real. I personally think S. I think that this character is insanely strong. Insane mobility, double immutable dashes. You can hardly ever stop her when she's dashing around and moving around. She's got cloak. If you manage to track her through her double dashes, she can reposition with that. You can get healed while you're invisible. Like, enemies can hear your footsteps and all that, but if you're in the middle of a fight, it's hard to hear footsteps in the first place, and there's so much chaos going on. If you ult on Psylocke, you get 1, 2, maybe 3 kills sometimes, or you can get a support ult for it every single time you press the button. And if the supports have a bad ult, you can actually still kill them in their ult. You can either solo kill them, which if you solo ult a Luna or a Mantis, they're gonna die even if they ult. So her ult's crazy. It makes her untargetable for a bit. You can cancel it early to throw people off. Like, people will try to wait out the slashes and then kill you whenever you come out of it. Her left click, every single left click you hit on someone, it reduces your cooldowns by 0.25 seconds. So if you hit a burst, that's half a second off of all your cooldowns. Her right click enables one-shots, like just ridiculous one-shots. You can walk up on a Jeff, bro, and Jeff's getting sent to the meat packing plant. He's sushi by the time you're done, every single time. Burst damage. She gets to, also, Psylocke doesn't get banned very often, bro. I'm gonna be honest. She gets banned like every 3rd, 4th lobby, maybe. So you have a reliable option that has crazy mobility, and if you're not good with Black Panther, this character is so free, man. It's just... You farm ult insanely fast as well. Again, if you have a Peni or a Groot or something on the enemy team, you have ult every 60 seconds minimum. It's ridiculous. You have ult every fight, every single fight. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that character besides the fact that she's so much fun and easily one of the best designed characters in the game right now. And chat, the last one, Mr. Wolverine. If you guys asked me like 2 days ago, this would have been where I put Wolverine. I would have put Wolverine below Wanda. I think Wolverine is actually, like, either top a B or in A. And I'm being so serious with this. Like, granted, again, this is top 500 lobbies. I think I'm comfortable with A, bro. I'm gonna be so real. I think I'm comfortable with A. I think that if you have a team and you have a lobby that is target banning the enemy team, if you know they have one tricks on their team, if you know they're not going to be able to play Hawkeye and Hela very well, Wolverine does so much damage to tanks, and that's the one thing he should do. If you have a Wolverine that is constantly kidnapping someone on the enemy team, whether it's a DPS, it's a support, it's a tank, he can dash up, his dash is on like a 1.5 second cooldown, kidnap them back into all 5 of your people on your team, and melt them instantly, man. It's like a constant 5v6, and he is so annoying, especially with his passive up, bro. He's got damage reduction, he can't be one-shot, he's got shield that constantly pops at the worst times. You'll think his passive is gone, it's not, it's up. He's got an extra 150 HP in his back pocket, and he's still getting damage reduction, by the way. That's without any healing, too. Like, so just even in a vacuum, this character's annoying as hell. And with a team that's playing around him, with a team that's playing multiple melee characters, if you get a lobby, bro, and it's 3 DPS characters, and it's Wolverine, Black Panther, Magik, uninstall. It's just over. Your tanks do not get to play the game. Your strategists are going to be screaming into the mic for help every single minute of the lobby. He's useless against anyone that's not a tank if he's not pulling them into your entire team. But if he is pulling them into your team, I don't know. My one complaint is that his ult feels terrible. If you're not one-shotting someone, you're missing and doing 0 damage just because if you move even slightly, like you deviate away from the angle you're supposed to be on, you'll just miss the person you lifted in the air. If you asked me yesterday, Wolverine would have been D tier. But I think Wolverine is actually, like, he's gone up so much in value.